Hey y'all, it's Queen. I'm back to do another video. Who's that? Jefferson Police. Go to fucking hell. Anyways, so as y'all can guess, yes, I just came from the hospital. So 2 days ago, about 2-3 days, I had bleeding, spotting. You guys know that I'm almost due soon to give birth to my son, but not close enough. So I went to the hospital. Jefferson, I've been going there since I had my last son. Alright, so apparently, the whole club is on tune, right? On tune with the wrong shit. So apparently, as you guys know, I told y'all before, 2 out of my 8 children, 2 of my sons are with my abusive husband's family members. I don't know if he's seeing them or not. And y'all keep trying to make it seem like y'all don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about Garnell Preston Broughton. Okay? That's my ex-husband. Islamically. We're not legally married. We don't have no legal ties. Alright? My 2 sons have been with his sister in New Jersey. I don't know what part of Jersey. And I'm in Philadelphia. They have been there for the last maybe 3 years or so. While I have been trying to get myself together, being robbed, mail being stolen from me, different shit like that. So apparently the hospital, everyone's helping this man because I'm supposedly a cheater because I told him, every other week that he's being put out of my house, that I was seeing someone else. So our 2 sons may not be his old asses, okay? I believe he was shooting blanks anyway. So he's holding 2 children hostage that I don't even think is his in the first motherfucking place. And apparently I'm being called a cheater for an abusive man who get it put out my house every other week and only is taken back into my home out of fear in the first fucking place. Okay? So, and I have not seen or dealt with him or talked to him in the last... My DHS case has been going on for 7 years. I have not seen or talked to him for at least 5 or 6 years. I've seen him maybe 3 years ago, riding past me, following me, and that's it. We never had words or anything. So, the courts, hospitals, different shit like that, have been gaslighting, targeting me with my abuse. Shelters have been involved in this. Different organizations have been involved in taunting me with the abuse of my ex-Islamic Muslim husband. We're not legally married. The courts also look, an undercover cop, funny, right? So apparently I'm a cheater because I told him that yes, I was sleeping with somebody else and you need to get a DNA test so that we can cut ties completely. If they're not your sons, then that's a blessing. I don't think neither of them are his. As I said, he's older. My ex-husband is almost 55, 56, some shit like that. I'm 31. Alright? And I'm expecting. Alright? Not with him. Have not seen this man in years. So they're using my children as pawns. As I said, he has 2 out of 8. He already has restraining orders that's in the system that he was not supposed to be in my house. But it's the same thing. The police were letting him out when he was getting locked up for violating restraining orders. They was letting him out of the fucking jail without, if some of you guys are victims of abuse, if you have found my page, you guys know that how Vine Link works. They contact you if the person gets out of jail so that you can know that your abuser or somebody has gotten out of jail. So, Vine Link, as I told y'all before, I know people who have connections to the prisons. I know people who have connections to prison guards. I know people who has connections to the police, period. This motherfucker, I get a phone call from Violink, and I jumps up and out of my bed. This is when we were together, and this motherfucker, they call me while he's outside my motherfucking door. That means that he didn't travel from State Road all the way to North Philly before they contacted me and let me know that my abuser was the fuck out. Bitch, lock your doors, put your chairs up against your door, protect your 5 fucking children. At the time, I had 5 children. Okay? So, that's how I know it's been foul play. That's how I know the courts have been involved. That's how I know the police have been involved. Because who the fuck calls somebody, you know, when your abuser is right outside? How the fuck did you get out of prison? Like, State Road is around the corner or some shit from North Philly. So, fast forward, they opened this fucking case. Like, I'm married to this man. My children's case is under his name. My children's case, if you try to look up my case or try to help me or anything, my case is under Garnell Broughton. Like, they are his children. Like, that's my husband. My children's case is under my abuser's name, not my name. Okay? They're taunting me with the abuse from this man. Not to mention the other fathers who possibly can't do nothing and hands are tied in the system because they themselves, men don't deal with the system like that. And not only that, it's a very complicated situation if their children are with someone who is an abuser of mine and who possibly could be hurting them, which my son has already stated he has been being hit by my ex-husband's sister, her big ass children who basically are adults, and enough is enough. So I have been denied a lot of, just different shit, being exploited based on, me just trying to get help. As you guys can see, the government has not been helping me. I've been put out of shelters. I've been set up to have my last son taken. I've been bleeding. Like I said, I started bleeding with this baby. They refused to give me an ultrasound. Refused to give me certain medications. Just dumb shit. Working with the father of this child. Spell work, different shit like that. Wishing death on me and my baby. As you guys know, I had a miscarriage before my last son that I had a year ago. Just from spell work and sangria. From somebody I was dealing with. My baby died at 4 months. He would have been 5 this year. Okay, so it's a lot of, I would say high up spell work going on, death spells, different shit like that, scandals, exploitation, sexual exploitation, financial exploitation, and yes, I am on the streets right now. The safest place for me to be compared to a shelter or closed in with any of these fucking crazy people. These people literally have the devil on them. All right, there's no mistaking it whatsoever. What I have done, nothing but try to get away from my abusers. I have been, practicing Islam, being on my deen since I was 16 to age 25. And my life has been hell and has went to shit ever since. Yeah. So definitely spiritual warfare. I know both my parents are deceased. If they are my parents in the first place, but my parents are not on my birth certificate, so I might have actually been adopted by the family who is also supporting my abuser, who is also acting like they don't know me, acting like they don't have nothing to do with this. They're also obsessed, codependent, trying to hold on to me. I don't want shit to do with none of y'all. As long as I've been on the street for at least 3 years, minus the 5 months that I was in the hospital, in the shelter with my son. Okay, so out of the 3 years I've been in the hospital I've been in the shelter with my son after I had him in the hospital. Only been in the shelter with him for 5 months out of the last 3 years. So I've been on the street for about 2.5 years with nowhere to go, sleeping in the cold for like the last 2 winters. And yeah, okay. So